Cup of coffee with screen.
Oh,
Hey,
cup of coffee.
It's been one of those days.
Yeah.
It seems like most of the days are those kind of days.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just us.
Yeah.
I think we like
I don't
collect
know.
them, gather them, draw them to us. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I think we need to switch up our frequencies or something. We are attracting the wrong type of stuff to. I don't know.
I got up this morning and it was like every so often God will thump me. And it's like, okay, deal with this. And it's just the thing with the self-care. And it's more than just hygiene and stuff like that. That's part of it, and, feeding yourself and stuff, but it goes deeper.
Mm-hmm.
So I had found a video that had some of Wayne Dyer's teachings, which he did I Ching and different things like that. He trying to think of what it was primarily that he did. But anyhow, we actually have to make a correction. Blue over on YouTube, because we have brilliant people that listen to us. If they're brilliant, I don't know why they're listening to us, but we give their brains a break.
Yeah.
Is what it is. He said
Smooth brain gang.
That the kind of antacid that people use is a calcium. I think it may be like a calcium carbonate or something. And that chalk that you can climb and that is used on the blackboards and stuff is magnesium. Which magnesium is also, hang on just a minute and I'll tell you what he said exactly. So I appreciated him correcting me.
Mm-hmm.
Because it needs to happen from time to time. I don't usually get upset about things like that. And it's like, let me go and look. He said that the chalk is, it's a calcium carbonate as far as the kind that you can consume. And the other is a magnesium carbonate.
So instead of reducing acid, you'd be shitting.
Possibly. But you got different forms of magnesium on that also. And it's important. Chemistry. For those who slept through chemistry class, this is why you needed the chemistry.
We eating blackboard chalk. We be shitting today, folks.
It would make you wonder, and people have eaten that. They have.
My Strange Addiction. Have you ever watched that show?
Yes. Yes, I have. And you're sitting there going, the one that got me on that was the child that was drinking gasoline. She was sipping it. And
she was addicted to it.
Yeah. And then she went to the doctor and he's like, do you understand that if you inhale this, that it will hurt your lungs? And that nobody had ever bothered to tell her that.
No one told us that. Some people do need to be taught certain things. Like it just,
as like our buddy Omega.
It will not only destroy your lungs, it will eat holes in your brain. Yeah. It will.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of people
your brain cells.
sipping on the unleaded over the years. Apparently, some people are.
What's that perfume you're wearing? Super unleaded. Don't smoke.
But it's like our buddy Omega, and this is not abnormal in Appalachian culture, especially years back. You didn't have these little handy dandy pump things if you needed to siphon gas.
Okay.
And it was a matter that you got a tube and you got the suction going using your mouth.
Pocos pinted?
And it's one of those that, of course, most of the time, just a small amount of gasoline will start coming out of the tube, which people just politely turn to the side and spit the gas out and then go on with their day.
Yes, but as you're siphoning it in, you are inhaling those fumes.
Well, you're not supposed to do. You can actually do. I mean, you had. But anyhow, somebody had distracted him, and he had drunk quite a bit and ended up with a form of pneumonia, of course, because it was a chemically induced pneumonia. And he it hurt him. It hurt him.
I've met someone that yeah, they huffed gasoline.
Yeah. It's like, welcome to Appalachian culture. Because you make do with what you've got.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you do something like that, and you find out that there's a better solution, you go with the better solution. It's not hard.
No.
But it's just, we did just want to do the correction. Don't be drinking no gasoline. My God. If you want to go that far, get you a bottle of Mad Dog. It's close. It's close.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and it's legal. But we have rainy weather coming in. We have cold weather coming in. I don't function well when it's like this.
No.
Which I have to try to gauge my ability to function with the weather.
That's because this cold is not the normal cold.
Yeah, kids been saying that for a while, and it does have an odd quality to it. And I don't know whether it's just external or whether that's, again, on a spiritual level. He says it's like Freon type cold.
Yes, and it has been this way since over 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
That's not cool.
No. Well,
Like it's it's a cold that just penetrates and it hurts.
it's like an advanced cold.
Yeah, but it also has this energy to it that
Yeah.
you can tell that it's just not, it's not the normal cold.
No.
It's not natural cold.
No. It's not. It's we don't know.
I don't know how else to explain it.
Well, it's just one of those that it just penetrates to the core of your bones. I mean, all the way down to the marrow. It really does.
Yeah.
It's weird. But, so we stay in the house. I stay in the house when it's like this. It's this time of year. And it's not unusual, unfortunately. It's annoying to me, but it's not unusual. But watching things that are positive, because, my God, there's so many negative things out there, so many honestly horrible things out there.
Mm-hmm.
And to give your mind and your spirit a rest is healthful.
Yes.
That is part of self-care. Yeah. So, it happened upon on YouTube, and it was the show that was called How It's Made. Is that correct?
Yeah, how it's made.
And
It's a good show.
they have redone the series. The series has been around forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I love things like that.
It's been around since what, the early 2000s?
I'm not really sure.
That's when I started watching it.
But it's such a cool series. Things you don't think about. Things we take for granted. They showed how, like, fig Newtons.
Yeah.
How do you do that? How do you get the Newton in the fig or the fig in the Newton?
My immediate response was, that's not natural.
Even as far as like the Pringles stackable types of potato crisps, they're not really a chip.
No.
Because it is a potato powder that's made into it, and how the cans
not
are
real?
made. Oh, no, they're not. I mean, it's not.
That motherfucker, that fucking chip is not real.
But it is the amount of technology and skill to figure out the technology to do these things is something that is taken for granted by a lot of people. How many of us just pick up something and do whatever, and we never think about it?
A lot of us do that.
Yeah.
It's just, we never really think of, how do they make these?
Yeah.
What is the process of that?
And it's incredible.
Yeah.
And just brilliant people have done these things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even as far as the jelly beans. They showed about the jelly beans and that they have these molds that they make cornstarch or something like that, wasn't it? The form of it?
Yeah, the form was cornstarch, and well, that was for a lot of gummies.
Uh-huh.
The form was cornstarch, and then they pour like the gelatin in it, have it cool down a little bit, pour some powder on it or whatever,
Right.
and then toss it into a glorified tumbler.
Yeah.
And then start pouring like candy coating on it.
Yes.
But even they don't know who made the first batch of jelly beans.
They don't. They don't. And even as far as like the marshmallow cookies, that since Egyptian times.
Really?
Yes, and there is a plant. It is a marshmallow root plant.
Huh.
And of course they don't use that in it anymore.
Why not?
But it's
that would be
just
of course, because it
cool.
would be healthier for you.
Probably. But that's one of the problems as far as the high fructose corn syrup, that it had replaced cane sugar in a lot of things. Mm-hmm. That very well may change.
We gonna get cane sugar back?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would like to think that it would be affordable to get the cane sugar back in things.
Well, it would make sense that would be more affordable than just mixing up a bunch of chemicals that you have to pay for and then...
No, the chemicals are cheaper. That's why they're using them. I've known that for a long time.
How does that make any sense?
It does if there's a nefarious reason behind it. And this, like I said, when your body has had enough of a certain substance, such as sugar, your brain triggers a gag reflex, right? Gag response, to where it used to be that children, if they ate too much candy, their body would reject it.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way, because we understand people be drinking coffee and trying to wake up.
You're concerned about saying that, and I just was like, we'd be...
That was on the porch before we've started the conversations we have here every day. But with the high fructose corn syrup, the body does not have the same response. And so it can consume more and more and more.
It bypasses the gag reflex.
And so that's where the body doesn't understand that to stop.
Yeah.
That impulse, stop eating that, drinking that, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's not there with certain items. So if your intention is to sell more product,
you're just going to put more chemicals in to make it more addictive.
Absolutely.
You're going to put that high fructose corn syrup.
When you've got an organization that is over food and pharmaceuticals combined, that's always been insane.
Food and drugs should not be put into the same category.
No. Not at all, ever.
And the fact that it is in the same category at this point, that's concerning.
Mm-hmm. But, like I said, Bobby Kennedy, there's a lot of people that have got a lot of faith in him. He's been preaching this for many, many years. Mm-hmm. But they've also got to make the products to where the average human can afford them. And rather than going down the road as far as who's subsidizing what and industrial farming and stuff like that, go listen to Bobby Kennedy on X. Because he explains how a lot of this stuff got into the mess that it is today.
Right.
But I would like to think that at some point we would have just real authentic jelly beans back.
I would like the real jelly beans back. Real saltwater taffy.
You can do that at home. I mean, it's labor intensive.
That's the issue. It's labor intensive. I don't want to pull.
I
don't want to get a taffy pull.
They used to have taffy pulling parties, basically, they would get together and they would make taffy, and of course it was mostly the women's, and they would be gossiping and all that stuff, and it's just like, yeah. Churches used to do things like that. Churches used to have a lot of fun, creative projects for the people and everything in the community, and there's so many things that have been taken from us.
Yes, technology has stolen a lot of those activities from us.
Well, people are too busy being busy, and it's just the stress. A lot of it has to do with the stress.
I'm telling you, it's the technology.
Well, it could be.
Because they're too busy being consumed by it.
Well, yeah.
Along with the fact that now jobs are just treating people like machines rather than people.
Well, they always did. They always did. but it was a matter of dealing with it in different ways. It's true.
Yeah.
I've lived it.
I do understand that.
But within the technology that we have, how many things can be used for good? They did have some of the products on the one that we watched that was by Newman's Organics. And that is a company that's been around for a very long time. And they were some of the first ones years ago that started doing organic, which was pretty cool. And their stuff is good. It's expensive, though.
Well, all organic stuff is for some.
Yeah.
Because apparently, see, that doesn't make sense. The healthier stuff is more expensive than it does not make sense.
It does if you understand the reasoning why, and it goes back to the organizations. If you have a population that is healthy, there's less need for pharmaceuticals and medical industry and all that stuff. It's nefarious.
I understand that.
So that's how all that works.
I just don't. At that. See, that's just the thing. Good versus evil, right there. I don't get evil. I don't understand the thought
Most
process.
people don't.
It is, in my opinion, the thought process behind evil is just stupid.
Yeah, it's steal, kill, and destroy.
Yeah.
That is the ultimate goal. Is the ultimate goal. But one of the other shows that we have watched from time to time was Unwrapped.
Mm-hmm.
And it originally aired on the Food Network and had Mark Summers as the host on that.
Yeah. He was also the host of Nickelodeon Gas, and I think it was Nickelodeon Gas, but he was the host of Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah, that was back when Nickelodeon was not bad.
Yeah.
There was a time when it was not bad.
Mm-hmm.
But just how different treats are made, it's fascinating.
Yeah.
I know that there's a gentleman that is down there in Florida, and we haven't watched his channel for a while, that makes hard candies and stuff.
Yes.
And he in a store,
mm-hmm.
and you can go by and watch him make these things, and it's fascinating.
Yeah. Oh, I can't remember. I can see his face, but I cannot think of this.
He's wonderful. He's a wonderful
We've
voice.
even got some of his candy before,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really good.
Yeah. But to deal with it's basically like molten lava that, the hard candy, that when the sugar and stuff, the mixture is hot.
You don't get it stuck to you.
Oh, my goodness. It would just burn and keep on burning.
It's
because
napalm.
It's stick. Yeah. But just brilliant things like that you can just, these things can inform you, entertain you, hold your attention, and yet give you an appreciation for the skills that other people have,
mm-hmm.
but also just mentally let you, it's very ASMR to me, watching these things. There's some of the, like the Korean cooking channels
mm-hmm.
that shows how they prepare the foods, and this, just brilliant.
Well, there's
I zone out on that stuff.
The reason that they don't speak in those Korean videos or whatever is for the ASMR.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's just incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And another one that I love totally, Micro.
Micro is just awesome. Dirty Jobs, Micro, just awesome.
He is an amazing human being.
Mm-hmm.
And he truly does have an appreciation for the people that do jobs that, again, overlooked, underappreciated, and the people that are willing to do these things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he is just, like I said, he is a hoot. Now, he is certainly not afraid to go in there and get his hands dirty.
No, he is not. He is sure not. He's handled pigs. He's literally he's waited in sewer.
Uh-huh. Because somebody has to do it.
Yeah.
These are jobs that somebody's out there doing, and how appreciative I am that there is somebody willing to do those jobs. these people need to be appreciated.
Yeah.
It's not everybody wants to look at the whatever. I tell you, I think a lot of the glamour and glitz is going away. And it was something Robert Phoenix was talking about. I think it was maybe on today's Astro Weather or whatever, about people wanting authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People are over, the
illusion.
Yeah.
We don't want the illusion anymore. We want real and authentic.
Yeah, because, at this point, the illusion doesn't even line up with people's imaginations.
No.
It's not what the illusion that they're trying to project is not what people really want.
No. It leaves them very unsatisfied and very hollow.
Yeah.
That's what happens when it's not real.
Mm-hmm.
That's like there's a gentleman that lives there in the outskirts of the tiny town we're near, and he does the chainsaw art.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love someday to be able to go and talk with him, but I think that somebody had said that he has a bit of a problem interacting with other people or something. That he's sort of shy. They used to call it shy.
Yeah.
Around here, it's like, somebody's backwards. If somebody's backward, that means that they're shy. That's mountain speak.
Mm-hmm.
Cultural enrichment listening to us also.
Yeah.
But he has got some of the coolest things. And he had taken, it was like a half of a tree. They had cut like half a tree in the backyard where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
And he has made this incredible, it's almost like it's not really a totem pole, but it is his own thing.
Yeah, it's got many different elements to it, and it's incredible. He made an alien one time. He made a Bigfoot.
Yeah. I'd say that the Bigfoots are Bigfoots.
Big feet.
Sasquatches.
Big feet.
Sasquatchi.
Nah, it's more than 1 foot. Big feet.
Right.
Big feet.
I think that should be the proper plural of Bigfoot is big feet.
If you say big fi, I will punch you in the throat.
I said Sasquatchi.
That's like with the fucking octopuses. It's octopi. I will punch you.
Yeah, I just refuse to say octopuses. Just sounds stupid. It does.
No joke. If anyone straight up says octopuses to my face, I will punch them straight in the gooch. It will not.
You won't. Don't be violent. They'll get us for potentially violent or the wrong thing. Oh, the world.
I'm joking.
Yeah,
I'm
you
joking.
Have to put a disclaimer on everything. Everything. But anyhow, I would love to meet him at some point. I don't know where he's selling his works. The alien was cool. Don't know what the price that he has on it. You know what? I bet you that they've got the West Virginia Bigfoot Museum.
Mm-hmm.
And he might, who knows where he sells his work, but that's a possible networking connection for him there.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe he does that. I don't know. He somehow sells his stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe he sells his stuff straight. I'm almost convinced his lawn is also part advertisement for him as well.
Oh, I'm sure. People just driving by and going, damn, it's good.
Yeah.
But a lot of times these people can, on Etsy and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Although shipping, that would have to be local pickup. So that means people would have to travel.
Because the shipping on one of those wooden sculptures, I mean, that stuff would be really heavy and really expensive.
Yeah. I mean, if you're willing to pay for the price of shipping, I'm sure they would ship it to you, but...
Well, now, he may take some of that stuff down to Gatlinburg because there's a lot of people down there. That's where they go. They flock to get some of the... They consider it kitschy.
Well, that's the good kind of kitschy.
Yeah. So I'd say he's... And it may be the local flea market or something. Who knows? We'll have to try to... I think Omega has talked to him or knows him or something.
Yeah. He knows of him.
Oh, he knows everybody, damn.
Oh, God. I don't think there's a single person in town that he doesn't know.
Probably. But as far as people that have skills and talents that you can learn from. And if you don't want to learn how to do it, just sit there and watch and be amazed. I'm like a kid watching these things. It's just like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's like, this is incredible.
Yeah. I always enjoyed watching people do things.
But watching the Doritos being made, it was exactly like how I imagined it. It was a whiff, because none of the powder sticks to it.
No, and that was one of the off brands too. I think that they sell anymore the Doritos, the seasoning by itself, which is probably smart.
That is smart. Takis need to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Markiplier literally contacted Takis being like, let me buy the powder, just the powder, and they denied him.
Why? I don't know. The world is strange. But over the next several days, remember some of these places or some of the things on YouTube. And that is the one thing about Rumble that they have not gotten there just yet.
Mm-hmm.
To have things like how-to on there and Unwrapped and different.
It just needs to.
This sort of random stuff. They're not as random yet.
The thing is, it's very political based from what I see so far.
And sports.
Yeah.
As far as gaming and stuff. Lots.
The gaming and sports and all that. That's very much
They're still a work in progress.
It's not appealing. If you see that right off the bat on that platform, you're one like,
but that's why
how it's made, or tutorials on how to sew or sculpt or something, or paint. That is not the platform. YouTube is.
But this is where some of those people that you need to tell them, hey, you could go and have a separate channel on Rumble. It's not that hard to upload to both.
No, it's not. I mean, literally.
Yeah.
You just open up 2 tabs and then you got 2 things uploading at the same time.
Right.
Same file.
Right.
And you can copy and paste the title and description.
Absolutely.
So.
It's not that hard, but for people to help Rumble,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to shit on them at all. And I love BitChute. BitChute is its own thing.
It is.
And I love them.
Uh-huh.
Now, you talk about as far as truly free speech. Now, you can get some off-the-cuff things over there.
Where are they based in?
I think it's over in the UK someplace.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, God love them.
But they, right. And I just wish them well. I know that they have held the line for years now also.
Mm-hmm. Because free speech is... It's being threatened over here. It's already they're trying.
That is a precious, precious thing. And we cannot allow the forces of darkness to steal that.
No.
We can't allow the forces of darkness to steal from us people that develop brilliant ways of doing things.
Well,
machines and candies and cookies and anything.
How can you be your authentic self if you are not allowed to say your authentic thoughts?
You can't. That's the point. It is a matter, if you control speech, you control thought. Yeah. It's terrifying. But don't be the terrifying. Go and watch you some Micro, or go and watch Mark Summers on Unwrapped, and maybe it'll get you some... we have Thanksgiving next week here
the
in
list,
the United States.
The list of good shows, how it's made, Unwrapped. What was that one? It was on the Food Network too, with the dude.
Oh,
he was funny. He would teach how to cook and stuff like that.
Oh,
he had glasses, and then
Elton Brown, was that his name?
Yeah, and then was he the one that was over Hell's Kitchen or something like that?
Some of the cooking contests make me a little crazy.
Yeah,
but yeah, Alton Brown was what it was.
Alton Brown, yeah, and
he
Man
was like
versus
Mr. Wizard with food.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. It was like Cooking for Nerds. It was great.
Man versus Food.
I mean, there's some
Bizarre
good shows.
Foods. Bizarre Foods. I bet
that man had parasites as long as his leg.
Sometimes that could be a relaxing show,
but
but
need to be eaten. No.
Most of the time, it's just cringe.
Factor.
Yeah.
Like I said, that was like Fear Factor, and it's like, no, don't eat that. Don't eat that.
Eating a cup full of deep fried spiders.
No, don't be eating the spiders. Don't be drinking no gasoline. Don't be eating no Tide Pods.
There was this show, and it was not Fear Factor. It was some other challenge show, and one of the things was they had to eat a chalice of live spiders.
No.
Just to stay in the competition.
That's just stupid. I mean, seriously, on some of it, it's like, is there anything really, really worth that? What are you trying to prove? See, those shows don't even need to be anymore because we have TikTok and people will do stupid for free. Really stupid for free.
Hey, at least it's like, how crass can I get?
No, we tried to wind down. I'm trying to wind down.
I was going to be like, what's the Nah, I'll tell you afterwards.
Yes.
At least they're getting paid on the shows.
Some of them, but they're also the responsibility that they're encouraging other people to do stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody's going through the paranormal and the supernatural, but you can learn how to do cool stuff or appreciate other people that can do cool stuff. And that sort of lessens the blow on all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Watch you some of those wonderful Korean cooking channels and stuff. They're so relaxing.
You know what this new stuff might be in the modern world? It might be a return to media like that is actually calming, nice to watch, educational, but fun.
We're public access. We really are. It's okay. It's okay. You want to tell everybody where we can be located?
Yeah, we can be located at BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Orlanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, Orlanda COCWS. Thank you all for joining us. Have a good.
Know that you are loved.
Mm-hmm.
Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated.
Yep.
Think about walking a mile in somebody else's shoes, too.
Mm-hmm.
It just gives you a different worldview.
Well, that's like the dirty jobs.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Love
and be
that
grateful. Show. Always be grateful.
Mm-hmm.
And be humble. Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.